a sense of community where you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. Well, with me, returning once again, is Duane Watson.
Hello,
Duane's my
Nancy.
groupie, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Big fan of you. Big fan of your show.
I decided he's a groupie.
Yeah.
Between you and the mayor, it's really tough. So anyway, this time, like Duane's been on the show a couple of times now, but this time he has some of the band members, right?
Yeah, we're missing the kid, Russell, today.
Russell, okay. And what's your name?
Willie.
What do you do, Willie? Yeah, in the band.
I play guitar.
Oh, you play the guitar? Okay.
Yeah, the electric guitar.
Okay. And you are?
My name is Ron.
Oh yeah, you've got a mic over there.
I have a mic over here.
What do you do, Rob?
I play bass.
Play bass. Okay, so Duane, when did you form the band?
Me and Willie been going for, about 2018 or something. When did we start
2019.
2019, okay.
Yeah.
And so we kind of started going back then, but trying to, having problems finding the right members and this and that, people that will fit in. And then we ended up getting Russell England as a drummer. And then when I moved to Chilliwack, the first guy I met pretty much in town was Ron. And I said, "Hey, I'm looking for a bass player." And he goes, "Huh, I play bass." So it was kind of weird how it all went.
So where were you before you came to Chilliwack?
I was living out in Wannock area and out in Maple Ridge, being Maple and Mission there.
Okay. Yeah. So when did you start performing?
Like
on stage and band?
Probably at about 16 or 17 years old.
Okay. Did you have any background for, did you get any training in school or anything like that?
No, I was self-taught. Picked up the guitar as a kid and just started figuring things out. And then, about, like I said, in high school, blah, 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 but they'd have Battle of the Bands, or air bands, I should say, the air bands.
Oh, the air bands.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
They'd have the air bands, Battle of the Air Bands. And we just set up our equipment. We didn't sing or anything, right? But we just played songs. Mm-hmm. And so we played in school live that way. And then my brother and me and my friends and stuff. And that just developed into bands and, on the Vancouver Island. And we were doing a lot of touring. Well, not a lot, but we did a lot of shows for a young band back then. And, through on, and then basically right up to today.
Oh, okay. So what point did you meet Duane?
I met Duane in July of 2019. I had been, I wanted to play guitar. Because normally I would do my own act with a 3-piece band, and I'm the singer, the guitar player,
You're doing everything.
Doing everything.
The driver,
Chief bottle washer.
right? Yeah,
doing everything.
The roadie and all that stuff. So I just want to play guitar, not so much singing. That was the main thing. I just wanted to get away from being the main singer.
Right.
Because you have to let people who can sing do that kind of stuff.
It helps,
Right.
right?
So so Chris Andres had put on Facebook that Duane was looking for a guitar player. So I checked out his couple videos he had out, and I'm like, oh wow, this is pretty impressive. I don't know if I've got the chops for this, right? So I gave him a call anyways, and he took a little bit to get back to me, and then he did, and then
We almost didn't connect up. It almost went south, didn't it?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just
and then I was like, I'm like,
miscommunications.
man, it's one of those things when you don't hear back from somebody, you're like, well, I guess I wasn't really what he was looking for.
Oh, right, yeah.
I just didn't see your message, that's all.
Busy guy. Right?
Busy at doing nothing. Yeah.
So so that's how it all came together, and then Duane and I started learning his songs in the out in the old barn in Maple Ridge there, and like I said, the rest was just going through people until we got to where we are now with
2 albums too. We got our second album
with
coming
Russell
out.
and Ron.
Right.
So it's been not that long when you think about it. Coming on to 4 years.
That's not long, no.
Right? Is it 24? 5 years.
5 years.
Be 5 years.
Seems like
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
So it'll be 5 years this summer that Duane and I
Especially when we
first,
go on the road, it
started,
feels like
learning
I'm
to
old.
sing.
I'm sorry.
Right,
So,
behave you two, okay?
The pieces just fell into place after that.
Right.
So,
They're being bad, sorry. They're very
That's all right.
distracting, you know?
yeah, it happens.
So, Ron, what's your musical background?
I started playing bass I think in 1981. I studied trumpet in high school and in junior high. And of course, when you're in elementary school, every kid played recorder.
Yeah.
So I played recorder, and when I was 6 years old, my parents got me accordion lessons. And looking back, maybe I should have stuck with accordion because Weird Al is doing great.
Yeah.
But I started playing bass as a joke. I was a trumpet player, and a drummer that I knew he was out in Moraine Lake working for a summer, and these two guys wanted him to play in their band. We had all just graduated high school. I'd already finished a year of university, and I was working as program director at a radio station.
Oh, cool.
So I was already involved in the music industry, but more on the booking side and the management side of it, I
Right.
guess. But Carl did not want to play with these guys. So he said, the only way I'll play with you guys is if Ron was a bass player. And they wouldn't take no for an answer. And after 2 rehearsals, where they literally put an instrument in my hand and said, play this note 4 times, play this note 4 times, we went out on an 8-week tour. And never so scared in my life. And I've been faking it for the last 43 years.
But there's something about being on stage, isn't there? Like, no matter how nervous you get, that energy from the audience, no matter what you're doing, whether you're doing musical, and I used to do improv and stuff, right? And they're just so much fun getting
the energy
that.
feeds upon the energy.
Yeah.
The audience feeds upon the artist feed upon the energy of the audience, and it becomes it's a very cool moment.
It is a cool moment, yeah. So, Duane, I know you have, now this is not going to air
Till next
I'm not
Wednesday?
sure when it's going to air exactly, but I might put it on as a special. But anyway, I know you will, by the time people see this, you will have performed at the Bricklayer.
Bricklayer tonight,
right?
yep.
Tonight, yeah. So what else you have going?
Next week we're off to the island for a three-day tour. So we're hitting
3 days, that's
yeah,
nice.
Yuki, Victoria, and back to Nanoose Bay, then back here in town, and then off to Mission. Then we're got a few weeks off or something. Then we're
February 10th,
February's-
yeah, so February 1st, Euclid, February
There we go.
2nd, Victoria, February 3rd in the Noose Bay.
Sorry.
yeah.
That's fine. February 10th at the Captain's Cabin in Mission. March 2nd at the Anavets here in Chilliwack.
Oh yeah, that's right too. Okay.
And then
yeah.
March.
Are we doing something February 17th as well? No, maybe not.
No, I hope not.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
But and then March 21st we're playing at the Blarney Stone in
Yes.
Vancouver.
Oh, that's what I was.
That's the one.
March
yeah.
21st.
That's going to be a fun
Thursday,
one.
March 21st. And then
Looking forward to that.
Geez, I guess after that we'll be booking up into May and June.
Very good.
April,
yeah,
May, and
that's
June.
great.
It's getting
That's
there.
great.
And stuff I'm working on for the fall already. I can't say too much because I haven't.
So you do the bookings?
Yes.
You book the gigs?
Yeah.
All right. So what do? You just call different places?
Well, yeah. It's all about communication. You can't wait for someone to offer you a gig. You got to go get them.
Yeah.
So what I do is I mean, thankfully Facebook is a big help when you're booking gigs because I can use that for resources all the way around.
Right.
From just scrolling through. Oh, look at somebody's playing at this place, or somebody or somebody else is playing here or whatever, right? And then you just contact these establishments or whatever. But I'm finding there's a disconnect between Facebook and what really happens. Like you can get the information of where people are playing on Facebook, but not so much who's booking the
Oh,
rooms.
right. Yeah.
Right. That's one thing I've kind of noticed is there's a little bit of, I don't know if people don't check Facebook or businesses that have Facebook pages, they don't use it as I guess a vehicle for finding musicians or bands or whatnot. So what I've noticed is it's a lot of, now you got to get a phone number.
Right.
Start with the phone, so it's the old school phone, right? Call them up. Who's responsible for booking the rooms, and get the names, contacts, email addresses, and work on it after that. But one thing I've learned from being on the road is you find you'll locate a gig, Like for instance, this 3-day thing in the island, I contacted UQLIP first because Bronwyn at the Army Navy Air Force Veterans Unit there. It's the only bar in town. When we played there last spring, she was really excited about Duane's music and said, "We'll have you guys back anytime."
Nice.
So for me, it was like, okay, I'm going to do that. That'll be the first one. So that it's like we've started somewhere, right? So
Yeah.
I've solidified one thing, and now it's just getting the other 2 days, right? So you can phone, like I wanted to crack Victoria, because I haven't played Victoria in probably 25 years since I lived there, went to school there, whatnot, right? So I was finding out who's booking. It seems to be the only bar in town that has live performances. If well, there's other bars that do, but they do cover bands and tribute acts, and that's one thing. Another thing I find about booking is
It's hard to sell original.
Original music is a tough sell,
That's interesting.
right?
Yeah.
So
It's all going to be original from somewhere, though.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but I mean, people
That's
want
the
to hear
funny thing
stuff they
about
hear
it.
on the
They
radio.
want to hear stuff they know.
Yeah,
I've had people saying, "Well, we don't know how to dance to that song." Well, it's just a song.
You listen to the beat. isn't
When
that-
first time you hear AC/DC song,
We've got lots of
dance to
Everybody
it.
dances to it.
Any
That's
song,
not
yeah, you
a
don't
problem.
know, yeah.
right? So after I booked Victoria, I'm like, okay, now we got something on the go.
Right.
And then the Noose Bay, the Rocking Horse pub there, they're just a great bunch of people, and the couple times.
This is our third time back.
Yeah, this will be the third time back there in a year, and it's a really fun place there. It's really good
Great-
people and
good food, too.
You know, good food.
Yeah, we get-
Good people in the crowd. You know, the locals there that come
Yeah.
out to the shows. They're fun, right? And they're really good people. So it was just like, well, call them up, and you got Saturday night open. Oh, you do? Perfect. Would you want us to come back? All right. Right.
Great, yeah. Ron, without mentioning any names, is there a place where you would never want to go back and perform? Just to, maybe not the crowd, but maybe the management or whoever does the booking or...
Cruise ships.
Is that right?
Don't blame you.
I did 8 weeks, and I did not re-sign a contract. It wasn't for me.
What was it about cruise
Oh well,
ship?
I wasn't. Well, the only people that are the entertainers that get any sort of freedom are the headliner.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
was a sideman, and therefore, as soon as I was finished playing, I don't step off stage and go shake hands with the audience. I disappear in this little teeny door behind the stage, and never to be seen again.
Right.
Do not be seen on
Strange
stage
rules,
out amongst the staff. You are staff, and staff stay in staff-only areas. So it was. That's
So
not.
you
That's
know,
I like mingling.
Yeah.
I like having a drink
When you're a
after work.
performer and you want to be, right?
Well,
wanna-
on a
you
cruise
wanna-
ship,
yeah.
too, there's
Yeah.
some cute girls there, and then suddenly now I'm stuck with the staff. Which, by the way, there were some very cute girls. on
Can't touch the
I'm not
staff,
gonna say that. They were awesome. The people that I worked with were amazing. It was a circumstance.
Right,
I
yeah.
played some really seedy, dangerous bars that I would definitely go back and play again, even when the gunshots went off. It doesn't matter. It was entertaining.
That's entertaining.
But yeah, no, cruise ships. It just wasn't for me.
Right. What about you, Duane? Is there a place where you
Yeah,
would not
one
want
place in Alberta. I'll never
In
go
Alberta,
back.
yeah.
I'll just never go back to that redneck town again. I don't even like driving through it.
So what was it about it that you didn't care for?
Because it's the only town I ever got fired in. Twice.
Twice?
Yeah. It was because I was pretty wild back in the day. I
okay,
did some crazy,
okay.
I did some wild stuff and wild parties after work, after playing.
Right.
Yeah, but it was, in all my 40-some years of playing, it was the only town I ever got fired in.
Hey, when I did comedy, I got fired from, there used to be the Rhombus, so I added that to my resume. It's like, yeah, I got fired.
Where's that?
That's a Coast Hotel.
The Coast,
Oh,
yeah,
the coast.
yeah,
Oh, is that
yeah.
right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you? Is there a place where you wouldn't want to go?
Wouldn't want to go play again.
You don't
No,
have to mention the place.
I can
then.
say I'll play anywhere, pretty much. The only thing I have restriction on is maybe who else would be on the bill with us,
Okay.
right? I don't want to mention any names,
Yeah,
but,
right.
but just in the past I've had some experiences, so I just kind of like, okay, well, I'll remember that for the next time I'm putting the call out.
For sure.
About it, yeah.
For sure. So now, who does the writing of the music? Is it you doing?
Yeah.
All of it?
Pretty much, yeah. I co-wrote quite a few songs with a buddy of mine. We have been for years and years, since like 1994. We've been writing. CJ Devine, he lives over in Tofino. And we wrote quite a few songs together. But me and Willie and CJ, we wrote one song called I Remember You. And that was kind of cool how that came about, because it was just me and Willie out, and we were jamming one day, and he said, hey, I've been working on this guitar lick. And he played it for me, and I go, wow, that's pretty cool, man. And he says, by any chance, you got any words? Hey, wait, what? Like right away, hey? I told him, man, I've been working on this song forever, but I couldn't get nothing to come up with a melody of any kind, right? And it just clicked, and it went number 1 for us on Canadian Indie. And what was it called?
Canadian Indie Country
Countdown, yeah. So it went number. It was kind of cool. Yeah.
So when you're away, like even for 3 days or whatever like that, if you have family and that, how do you balance all of that? Like,
see you later.
And that's
back in 3 days,
right? Yeah.
4 days.
And they're just, just do it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You try not to hook up with somebody that doesn't want you to go away. Because the music is like a passion. I mean, nobody's getting rich off of this. We all have day jobs or have some other means of income.
Right.
The reason you play the music is to get the music out there. So if you have a partner who maybe fell in love with you because they saw you on stage, and then later on goes, well, I don't really like other people looking at you, and I really don't want you going away, and well, that's a lack of trust for one thing.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be a good relationship in the end. So you need to have somebody that, my wife, I say,
understanding.
She's at a flea market right now. I tell everybody my wife left me this morning at 6 a.m. and I'll see her sometime tomorrow night.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you have to be cool about that. It makes sense, right? Because relationships don't last. I mean, I think it's, I don't want to always say it's mostly females, but often female want to change what
we have
it is
ideas of what we want the other person to be, and then we try to mold them. Both male and female do that to each other all the time. You should be happy with the person that they are.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Sounds like it's a relationship show. Welcome to More College.
Dating, the dating game.
No, as soon as you finish here, and I know you're going off, and you're gonna set up where
over at the brick. Yeah.
And you're gonna start running through whatever it is you need to do. So what's the whole process?
We'll go set up and do a sound check, and then we'll probably go eat something and come back, and hopefully if everything goes right, we should have a full house, and we'll kick into her. Yeah.
I've been sharing, so every time I see it, I share it. So hopefully,
I do know for a fact we've had really good advance ticket sales.
Oh, is that right? Oh.
Well, I've been. That's my office. I see people come in there buying tickets all the time.
Oh, that's good to hear. Then good to see.
Well, I think we've covered everything.
Well, I think so, Nancy.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody, you've listened to Duane and Duane Watson band with Larry and Ron and Bill and Willie and Joe and
we're missing Russell so much. He's the intelligent one in the band.
And thank you for watching. I hope you continue to do so. Take care, everybody, and peace out.
Bye, Chilliwack.
A sense of community, Chilliwack's a place to be. A sense of community when you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me. It's multicultural, you're sure to see it all. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see. Come party in the park, go dancing after dark. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see.